Hey everyone. Yep, one last video from ISC West. Promise you, I'm going to stop milking this shit. I actually had forgotten that I had a little bit left to say about the show, and you know, I'll be honest, it's crazy times, man. It is getting into the summer season, and not just the hacker summer camp, because we're getting hardcore prep now for all the black hat training and DEF CON stuff in the vendor area and you name it. But some of you have been following along with the stories online, right? I I've got to travel even in June because this is a tour camp year. So Emily and I will be at tour camp, and I also have traveled to Cara because fingers crossed I'm going to have a lot more to post much more happily with her out of where she is. And thank you to everyone who got in touch. I think I have a room in Brooklyn right near where I'm dropping her off. Bigger question, if we're talking about Cara for a second, is a room potentially for her. Like, she will be like, the halfway house is the next thing that happens when you re-enter. But if you can demonstrate that you have alternate housing and employment or anything lined up, like that's the next page, right? So if anybody has a spare room that they would be looking to like rent at a very competitive price or something, I realize that's a bigger thing than me asking for a room for a night, but it's a lot of y'all have said, hey, whatever Cara needs, we love her. We've been following the story the whole time. And yeah, if you're looking to make a couple extra bucks and you literally have a spare room in the New York area, she's quiet, she's nice, she's brilliant, she's tidy, and you could be a real lifesaver. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about the ISC trade show and a few bits and bobs that I hadn't told y'all about before. So I got a kick out of this booth that literally was timely, right? Like, what if the Louvre had been using Verkada? I think it was Verkada who was talking about that. Good angle, good hook. A lot of people ask me about the Louvre break-in and what I thought about it. In fact, if you watched that long video I just put out when I was at LMG giving my Eyes of a Thief talk, Sherry asked what I think of the Louvre break-in. And that's a stop. I mean, God, on the internet years, that might as well be a story from the Stone Age. It's so old at this point. Yeah, I mean, the long and short of it, some of you have asked before, the Louvre wasn't a very special case. Most major museums like that are antiquated buildings. They weren't built for modern modern security systems. They were palaces. They were gathering halls. The Louvre is no different. And yeah, other people who have their own podcasts and other things like that have talked to death about the Louvre. But do you think we're going to see that again? No. Just like pilots and everybody are never going to let another 9/11 happen the day after it happened. We knew, like, okay, don't let anybody get in the cockpit. Generals are always preparing for the last war. Yeah, no one's going to take a hook and ladder truck up to the back of a museum anymore, and bystanders are not going to watch a display case be smashed and be like, should we call somebody? What do you think is happening? Well, they're in high vis. Yeah, like, that's not going to happen ever again. It was a hell of a story. And cheers to the people who were trying to milk it a little bit at ISC. Saw the Johnson Controls booth. That made me laugh. All of you that talked to me about fire service and building infrastructure and how you can get anywhere with a Johnson Controls shirt. Valid. They are still a huge name in the industry. One of the names that I wanted to give a shout out to actually was SDC. I love the people at Security Door Controls. They are, if you're in the door hardware space, they are a name you know. They're right up there with other names that that y'all might not know, like LCN and other people like that. They make the unsexy, unceremonious stuff that keeps our world operating. Just your basic door hardware, your sensors, your alarms, your operator controls, and they do it really well. I really liked their new low energy line of products. I was checking that out. I could be wrong. I swear, I thought their rep told me that they might actually be able to drive these off of low voltage wiring, not mains wiring, because they have a power transformer. They have a power supply in the box, in the crosshead of the door. I can't find a spec sheet that says that though. They make really nice hardware that talk about like low energy operators. Because you're going to see more and more power assist operator doors. That is becoming adopted in the building code. More new installs are going to have this, and you're going to feature this. We'll talk about how you can hack the accessibility buttons with some RF glitching. Use your SDRs, use your hack RFs, use your Flipper Zero. We talk about this in the PAX class and in the CMOE classes that I run. But I really liked, I spent like 10 minutes just talking to the folk at SDC, And yeah, they compensate for pressures and wind stacking and other things. That it's a delicate balance getting your hardware to operate under all circumstances, under all weathers and all conditions. And I just love them. I love them as a company. Yeah, good shouts out to them. They're not paying me to say this. Just like Door King is not paying me to say anything about Door King, even though I show up at their booth every year, constantly, like year after year, with my Door King keys, just popping their stuff open. Yes, Door King technically has new keys. The 16120 is what you still see in the field everywhere, but they have now changed to the 16001 and 002, which, Hooligan keys, got them in stock. But yeah, the 16001 is like their gate operator key, which again, you look at these giant gate barriers with the cat claws and everything, it's just a little locked panel. If you get in there, there's just a switch. There's just a rocker switch that's usually set to automatic mode, but you can just say rocker up to leave the gate barrier up, rocker down. Like, yeah, you can just do things. There's no rules in the world anymore. Ultimately, I really, really enjoyed seeing all the folk who are out there. I enjoy just, the booths that I recognize, the booths that I don't. I enjoy making fun of stuff like the cops monitoring. I was like, oh, cool. Are you like surveilling law enforcement, keeping them honest? No, you're just that's just a tagline, which is why I ultimately spent the end of each day at the booths that had the beer. I hope to see a lot of you again at these and other trade shows. I hope to see y'all at Black Hat. I hope to see you, who the heck knows where else, Tour Camp and beyond. I'll be, oh my God, I'm not even home this week, am I? No, I'm going to go see Sarah. And then I'm going to be back again and then gone again. And oh my God, I am going to just be all over the frickin' universe. But if you can catch me on the move, maybe in an airport somewhere, say hi to me. I'll say hi to you back. Wherever you are, wherever I see you, stay safe out there.